So hello and welcome to Never a Foul. This is Rivals, not Virals. Today is the Sunday, the last day before the freaking international break that nobody's looking forward to. Thank you everybody for being here with us. Appreciate everybody in the comments and in the chat. Daps is here with us. Welcome, Daps. How are you doing? I don't know why Kindle just left, but
yeah, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Had a nice Mother's Day. Firstly, can I just say to every mother out there, hope you had a blessed day. Hope everyone spoiled their mumsies, their nans, their great nans, and also to every single father out there doing two jobs as well. That's very important as well. But yeah, hope everyone had a good day and a good weekend. And Kendall,
sorry, I couldn't. When you went off the screen, I couldn't hear you. So I was like, everyone was like nodding, and I was like, oh my god, it must just be me. So I was
like, discussing how rubbish Newcastle are.
Happy Mother's Day, Kendall.
True, so I know you're kind of being. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms, to all the mother figures as well out there. If you're a single mom, married mom, two moms, a dad that is playing a mom, whatever. Happy just Mother's Day to everybody. Only in the UK, by the way. It's only in the UK.
There'll be Happy Tree Day soon as well. If you see yourself as a tree.
Conley. You feeling, bro? 8 points. You're looking down to 8 on everybody, bro. How are you feeling?
Hey. Oh, yeah, now, my people. It's your dark-skinned man from the motherland. If you didn't know before, tonight, you go understand. And yeah, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. It's a bit of a weird day for me because mine passed, but may her soul rest in peace.
Rest in peace, bro.
Arsenal got me the win to celebrate her as well. So good times, man. Good times.
Love. Rums, how are you feeling? I saw your post on Twitter with your mom. Yeah. I feel really good when I see people like proud and show videos and picture with their moms and picture when they're like with their moms when they were young and kids, because it shows how much moms should be appreciated, to be honest. Yeah. So thank you so much for this. It actually made me feel good.
Yeah, man. My mum means the world to me. But like, to echo what you lot said, big up all the mums out there, the single fathers, single mums, everyone. Big up Mother's Day. But no, it was a relaxed weekend. I didn't have to watch my team play. I didn't have to go through that this weekend. And I could just, for the first weekend in a long time, just enjoy football as a football fan. It was nice. It was nice.
And of course, beast but not like Kendall, welcome to the stream. Absolutely fantastic having you. Guys, this is my first time actually hosting Rivals ever.
You've got quite a nice panel today as well. This is not a shithouse panel, to be fair.
It's not.
So
let's start with you know what? Man. Let's start with big up.
I can switch it on when needed, though. But yeah,
we'll have to do. Let's big up everybody in the chat for sure. Smash the likes, people.
Big up Daniel, big up Ravi.
Well, Jamal is saying that. Sophia, big up Daniel, of course, one of the biggest Man City fans out there. Olu, thank you so much. Yes, didn't see Arsenal crumble. Jessica Lambert is here with us midway. A lot of people as well. Rest in peace for Conley's mom, of course. May she rest in peace. Conley, let's start with Crystal Palace. Let's call it demolish. I said this is your biggest game of the season so far. 8 points, and Daps wouldn't like what I'm gonna just say next. Pressure on City to win against Liverpool when it comes back.
Hold on. Last night,
hey, don't interrupt Mo. Let him go. Let him cook.
Because last night, Kunle, I watched, like, when I got back to the hotel after the game, I was watching, and Mo was getting slandered by everyone because he was saying the pressure is now on Arsenal. Now he's trying to do the reverse. But, Mo, you are
because
right.
It was.
No.
It was before the Palace game. Before the Palace game, it was.
The fact of the matter is that if we don't beat Liverpool, and Arsenal win after the international break, then they go 11 points clear. We'll have a game in hand, but 11 points clear. So you're right. But the fact is, bro, we have to win every game, because even if we beat them at the Etihad, they still have 2 points in us. So we can't be losing anyway, whether it be Liverpool, whoever it is. Look, I look at the Liverpool game, but I look at the Brentford away game. I look at the Brighton away game. I look at the Fulham away game. There's bare games that we could still drop points in. Same with Arsenal. So,
do you see what this is, guys? Main Character syndrome. Mo was just trying to introduce me, bro, and Man City just took over the stream. And Man City just took over the stream, bro. What's going on, bro? Are you intimidated by your title potentially slipping away?
You brought up Manchester City.
Bro, he was introducing me, though, right? He was introducing me. You just got a little bit of trigger in there, and you stepped in to take over, bro. Well, hey, it sounds like you're a little bit intimidated by Arsenal.
The frog drinking the tea, like when there's like something like beef going on, like.
Wait, it's mad when you're this powerful.
That was literally me.
Hey, fuck off.
What did he just remove him from the stream?
Wow.
No, do you know what?
It's on.
But the thing is, I've got to ask you a question because I've seen a lot of it, and I was speaking with a gal this morning. Were you worried about today?
Nah, not at all.
Good,
not
good.
Me.
Thank
not
you.
Me.
Because it's kind of weird. I'm not going to lie. Like, just because of the game midweek, all of a sudden there were certain people going, "Yeah, I think." I'm like, "Come on, man."
Do you know what? Do you know what me? Yeah. Something that's really annoyed me about the Thursday game. For me, I wanted the Europa League. I'm not going to try and say, "Oh, blessing in disguise," all that nonsense. I wanted the Europa League. I wanted a European trophy. But I've been saying it since the first game, the Europa League game this season. For some reason, the actual players are not on it. They just don't turn up like they look different. They're always in like first gear when it's the Europa League. I don't get it. It's weird.
Oh.
It's to the point where I'm like, I don't even know how we got this far, but I was like, we got this far. Let's go and fucking win it. Do you get me? But for some reason, they're just so switched on to the Premier League thing that Europa League is not really on their agenda. And it showed it.
Yeah, let me do this. Olo was saying, "Say Man City 5 times in the mirror," and Daps appears. Actually, let me just say something.
Real talk.
I actually applaud this because I was on a stream on another channel with Grizz, and someone said Inter are lucky, and I went on a 5-minute cussing and screaming and yelling at Mikel. I actually think that Daps he wants to defend his club. It's a simple.
Do you know what it is? I'll be real. Like,
let me just welcome Dan. Let me just bring Dan in. Dan, welcome. That Conte in. We'll talk about it for sure because
big up
Daniel. Big up Danny for being here. Absolutely fantastic.
Dan, we're here for you, my guy. Don't worry, we're here for you. Don't worry.
You know what, Dan? I've never streamed with you. I've never streamed with you.
Kendi, you don't trust me. I come in peace. After their manager dropped an ether on them, bro. Boy, we're serious, man.
Is,
respect to Nas.
I put in the group chat earlier, and it's mad humbling, but when I'm at games, the amount of City fans that actually come up and say thank you, for defending us, and that is you asked Steve. That's why he started doing it. I'll be honest with you. I said in the group earlier, I'm kind of the last week or so. I've been thinking about maybe stopping. To be honest with you, but then going to the game, I'm like, I can't stop. But it's one of these ones.
Why would you stop though? Why would you stop?
Other reasons, but
hey, I hear you, Daps, but the blood in you wouldn't allow you to stop, bro. I just know it.
Wouldn't. You know what? Domestic treble. I actually said because that season, that was when us in Liverpool went. It was so tiring that when it finished, I said, you know what? I'm gonna try and take a step back as a fan and not be so. And by August, it doesn't happen because you. But yeah, it's mad. You do feel like I was on a show with Dan Potts on Monday, an Arsenal show, and Dan Potts is not a shithouse. He's not, and
he's very level-headed,
proper level-headed, and we have really good conversations about football. And I've had Arsenal fans message me saying it's nice to see someone that actually respects Arsenal off of the back of that show. But when I go on DR Sports or AFTV with Robbie, I'm getting death threats off of Arsenal fans because they come at me first, so I have to defend the club. But
I want to ask a question to Conley since Arsenal won today because we haven't talked about the
Thank you for bringing it back to Arsenal.
Because I have to start with Arsenal. You're top of the league, yes, but you're out of the European competition. If you don't win the league this year, let me just finish. If you don't win the league this year and you are out of the 2 cups, what's the difference between your season and Spurs' season?
Spurs aren't going to finish in the top 4 though, so that's already won.
I think we will, but I don't think it matters.
Nah.
No. But hold on, I'm serious. Listen.
I've told you. That's the difference. They're not gonna finish in the top four.
Mo, what you just said.
That's what I'm telling you. That's the difference.
What you just said is that if you don't win the league and Spurs finish in the top four, you have the same season. It's the same season for you.
I said we had a better season because I said they're not gonna finish in the top four, so we had a better season. Do you get me?
But if
they finish in the top four, we had this. We can say we had the same season. We can do that. We can do all that.
Wait, I've got a question.
I don't mind.
So it's only the league now. So if you don't win the league, it's a failure. Going second.
Hey, Mo. What you're not gonna do is put words in my mouth, innit?
No, I'm serious.
Are you asking me? Is it a failure?
Yes.
Are you asking me?
Yes.
No, it's not a failure. Not at all. It's a missed opportunity.
Disappointment. That's what I'm hearing. The buzzword's disappointment.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Last season, was it considered Spurs had a better season than Arsenal? It was, right?
Of course, yeah, of course.
And what difference did we have? We finished.
We were in Champions League, and we were
like 1 or 2 points ahead of them, and both of us didn't win a trophy. So the standards have to say the same.
The only difference is you get a bit more money for finishing the higher position. That is literally it.
Yeah. No, but real talk, I'm saying, hey, look.
Go ahead.
Look, if we finish second and Spurs finish fourth, you can say we had the same season. But if you look at the points tally, we've made the more progression than Spurs had. But yeah, you can say we've had the same season. But boy, this league title is looking a bit mad right now. I mean, I'm not going to be coming out with chest and saying we're definitely going to win it. But we can win it. And the pressure is definitely on City right now. Today, it was a lesson. No. Daps, stop. Hold on. Can I explain? The reason why the pressure's on you is because we got the points on the table. It's now for you to catch up, innit? And we got this international break where who knows?
They're used to this. That's the difference.
But I agree.
No, for sure.
Look, it's got to a point now, Roms.
100%.
I don't like Arsenal fans
right now
doing this. I don't like Arsenal fans doing this. Like, oh well, it's getting to look. Arsenal have been in a position where it is theirs to lose for a while. Yeah.
Nah. Hey, everyone's been telling me league titles are not won in January or February. So, the pressure's not been on yet. We've entered March. When we entered the months beginning with M, that's when Wahala started.
What happens if we win every game? What happens if we win every game and you win every game except the game against us?
We win the league.
There we go then. So it's yours to lose.
I think it will be a failure.
You can say that.
There's 10 games after the season. If you don't win the league now, I think it's a failure.
I don't think it's a failure. I think it's an opportunity missed. It's an opportunity missed. If you don't get top four, is it a failure then, Kendall?
Oh no, because no one's expecting
no one expected us to win the league. So same thing. You see what I did there?
No, but I agree. I think if we don't get European football, it's a failure. But I don't think.
No. You were in a Champions League position. You were in third place. So if you don't get it now, if we're considered a failure for not winning the league, no, Kendall, you created the narrative, not me. If we're considered a failure for not winning the league, you're considered a failure for not getting Champions League because you were there.
Kendall,
we are in this together. We are in this together.
Longevity that you guys have been
longevity.
You like 4 games in.
That is a very nice word you used there, longevity. But no, you were very comfortably in third place. Do not try it. we are in the same boats.
Newcastle have been in the top 4, but they've come in and out of it. It's only recently they've got back into it. You don't have been there for months now.
Roms, what you did? What you did? I thought we had the understanding, bro.
Look,
we're doing it.
I think
when Liverpool chat comes on, I'm not gonna have your back, you know.
There's no Liverpool chat. We've not played, so there can't be no Liverpool.
That's why. I see.
Factually, though, what's the goal for the season? To win the league for Arsenal. So if you don't win the league, it's a disappointment.
No, the goal of the season is not to win the league. The goal for the season is not to win the league, bro. Don't do that.
Right now. I'm not talking from the beginning of the season.
Okay, so you're asking, because of the circumstances, what are our new goals? Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Circumstances.
Yeah, because of the circumstances, our new goal now is to win this league. And I won't lie, if we don't win this league, what happened in the Europa League is going to look like a madness to me, and all the FA Cup and it's going to look, for me, I'm not going to be happy that we went out of the Europa League if we don't end up winning this league. Honestly, because I think it's all guns blazing, all in on the league title. Like like I think 8 more wins and we win the league basically.
Yeah.
So like You could call it a bottle job if you want to.
That close. That's horrible, isn't it?
Crazy, right? Crazy.
But when are you gonna say if you don't win it's a failure? It's freaking 10 games on your April.
No, but why does it? Why is it? Okay, every team that comes second is a failure. Is that what you're saying?
No, let me just tell you the difference.
If you're saying that, then I'll call it a failure. If you're saying every team that comes second is a failure, then we'll say it.
Okay, let me ask you this though. Let me ask you this. You're saying that. Well, let me ask you this though.
We were 5th last season.
The goal going into the season, you're saying, is top 4, right? So if you if you lose all the rest of your games and you clutch top 4 by just an inch, is that not a failure of a season?
100%, because yeah, of course it is a failure. How losing the rest of our games? How many games would we have lost in the season? We would have lost more. We would have lost more games than last season. So of course it's a failure.
Throughout the season, though, your goals change, your plans change, and right now the goal for Arsenal is to win the Premier League. That's what every fan is talking about, and every
for sure.
So if you don't win the Premier League, it's a failure. It's
a missed opportunity, my guy. Okay, you can try and put words in my. Hey, brother, you can try and
just because you're changing the words
in my mouth.
You can go on Google and look up synonyms for the same word I'm saying, but it's the same thing.
Nah, brother. Look, I'm telling you what it is. To me, I came into the season wanting the Europa League and top 4. It just so happens we've been top of the league and we're now 8th. And we're what right now? Yeah, because we ain't got because we're out of the Europa League, but we're still challenging for a trophy, so it still has a chance to be.
You said your goal was Europa League, and you failed.
You know what it is?
Of course.
You know
what? If my goal was to go shopping and get a loaf of bread and milk, and I came back with a chocolate bar and a pack
no, but if you're asking me if I would look at our season as a failure if we came second, me personally, no, 100%.
Bro, if
the goal was the Europa League.
You know what?
So the only way it's not a failure is if we win the league. Is that what you're trying to say?
I'm saying by your objective.
As a rival fan, I feel like it is a failure. But as an Arsenal fan, for you lot, it won't be that. It will just be a massive disappointment because of how far you've come, progression.
Yeah.
Your squad, you've got in Champions League, you can go again next year. But as an outside looking in, it is a failure. But I understand you lot's perspective. It's not. It's just a massive disappointment.
Well, perspective.
But I know the narrative is going to be failure in summer. I know it is. But
if there was
hopefully
20 games left, yes, I agree with you. But now, when are we going to say it's a failure? It's like if you reach a final,
he's not going to.
Hey Mo, you can say it whenever you want, my guy. You can say it whenever you want. But me, say it, brother.
If you reach the final of the Champions League and you're playing a team that is weaker than you, and you don't win it, but your objective was not winning the Champions League.
You've already said playing a team that's weaker than you, so it already changes the narrative.
So
City aren't
weaker than us.
City aren't weaker than us, though.
No, but
apparently they're the best team in the world. So if we lose it to the best team in the world, is it a failure?
Oh, is that what you're calling us now?
That's what everyone else is calling you. That's why people say we can't win the league. So let's jump on narratives now, innit?
Can I change the question? If there is 3 games left and you're 8 points ahead, and you lose 3 games, and City win it, is that going to be a failure then?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so it depends on the number of games left. Then
you just gave me a scenario, and I hey Mo, take your win, take your W, bro. I said yes to that scenario, and that's what we're sticking to.
How did you perform today?
Exceptionally well. Like for the first 15 minutes, we looked kind of off it, and then obviously, we took the lead, innit? Scored goals. Like we never looked uncomfortable in that game after the first 15 minutes. It was just an onslaught. I think Saka scored the first goal. BGB, big game bukayo. No, Martinelli scored the first goal, then Saka.
And sorry, just on that, do you think that's that was important, him getting a goal after midweek?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we thought it was the Kardashian curse, so it was peak. So we needed to make sure that he said no to Kim. So because he said no to Kim, he got a goal, 2 goals and an assist, and broke free from the Kardashian curse. You get?
Oh wait, it was Martinelli. It was Martinelli that scored the first goal, by the way.
Yeah. I know.
Can I say something, guys, before we go on? There is 320 people here, and we're only on 100 likes. That's embarrassing. I need at least 150 likes, guys. It looks like this. It's free. Come on, I don't have the button to press it to show you on the screen, but you know where it is. It's underneath your live chat. It's free. It looks like this. I need the counter, please, to go up. Go ahead.
And talking of smashing and talking of thumbs, who would have thought that Kim Kardashian liked Arsenal?
Hey.
It's plastic like all
she took her curse to PSG as well. PSG lost the game she was at. Hey, Kim just needs to stay away from soccer, man. Go back to basketball, mate. Leave it. Leave us alone. But today, no, honestly, the Martinelli and Trossard link up, I love it. I love it. I've been talking about Trossard since the summer. Like everyone was writing and raving about Mudryk. I said, why are we gonna pay 80 million for Mudryk when we can buy 3 players for that money? And Trossard was always on the list.
How much?
I always wanted Trossard. 25 million,
25.
bro. Still in the peak of his career.
Might be signing the season.
One
That's
of
what
the
I'm saying.
best.
He's definitely the
winter-
January signing of the
That's
One
what
of
I'm
the
saying,
best January transfers I've seen in my life.
Yeah, man.
In
Like,
my
honestly,
life.
Such a no-brainer.
Except
Honestly,
Bruno Guimaraes.
You don't have to spend that much money. You
One-
honestly
one
do not have to
million.
spend that much money. You just have to spend it in quality. Your
But it
recruitment
was like,
is the key.
I would have took him at City all day long.
But Dan, that's not what everyone was saying
But
at the
you
time. Though I
paid
hear you.
more,
You're right,
Kingdom,
Dan.
for Bruno.
But that's
been
not what
saying that
everyone
for
was
ages.
saying.
Yeah.
The
You paid
narrative
way
was
double. You paid double the price for a midfielder.
Yeah.
They played 25 for a forward.
Who did you pay double the price of Trossard for?
Like Bruno Guimaraes was 50 million.
No, he wasn't. He was 35.
no, he wasn't. Was he
He was
35?
39.
Ah, don't take the piss.
Oh
Nah, they
my
must.
God.
Nah, 35 million.
I
Don't
literally
piss me off,
said-
Kendall.
I-
Don't piss me off
Probably
tonight.
20 mil add-on.
35 million.
Are you serious?
I'm angry. I'm hangry. Not even angry. Hangry.
And
Hangry.
Sven Botman was only 35 as well.
Wait,
my
Kendall,
God.
you said euros. What about in British pounds?
No, I said 39 million euros, 35 million pounds.
Raw. That's a steal and a half.
Actually,
That is a steal.
It was
But-
42 million euros.
But
exactly.
wait, oh, I got.
8 million pounds.
Can we big up Bobby Holdini today, bruv? Like man, like Rob Holding today.
I was about to ask you
Masterclass,
today.
man.
Did you
Masterclass.
miss
That was
Saliba?
the one thing that made me a little bit nervous. The fact that
Yeah.
Saliba wasn't there.
Yeah.
But does that tell me that
Oh, Bobby.
Saliba is not as good as we make him be? It's just a system player that Rob Holding was able to fit in, to slot in and play well.
This guy is good at making up
Hey
agendas.
Mo,
you know?
if that's
You're
what you
good
want to
at doing
say,
agendas,
we
you know?
can run
I'm
with it. innit?
asking the question.
Bro, you're taking Kaz's place as host. You're great.
I'm just asking a question because Rob
No,
Holding
it's a fair
look
question.
Like
It's a
freaking prime Ferdinand.
Yeah, but that's
Again,
the
it's
first
Zaha,
game.
by
That's
the
the
way.
first game he's looked like that this season. So
He had to step
you know them
in
ones.
and
I hear
play
it's a fair
Saliba.
question. It's a fair
But
question.
look at the
but-
difference between when like Martinez doesn't play and Saliba doesn't play.
Yeah.
Arsenal look like world beaters, but Manchester United look like kids in school without Martinez. So Saliba is not as
No,
good
but
as you guys say.
the difference between us and Man U is we have a system. Man U don't. They have Casemiro, and that's it. Casemiro and Rashford, and that's it.
That's what Mo was saying. Is it just that you have just a great
No.
system?
Yeah, we definitely have a great system, but great players make great systems look great. See what I did there?
So he's not. So
You think you're
he's
smart.
great. That's what you're gonna tell me. And the system makes it even better.
Of course, 100%.
Oh, okay. So
We-
Saliba
we-
is
We
really
arrived at the same destination, Mo. Yeah,
Oh,
we
okay.
arrived.
So you really still think that Saliba is the best defender in the league?
Nah, not at all. Not at all.
Not
yet.
at all.
You
Not
said
yet.
Gabriel
Nah.
now.
Like for me, no. For me, for me.
You're giving the wrong player flat. Not wrong player
Nah.
flowers, because Rob Holding was excellent, but for me, you need to speak on Ben White. I think he was immense today.
Nah, but do you get what I'm saying? Benny White's been doing this. He does this shit, bruv. All season.
Yeah, but
They
still,
dissed
that-
him for being 50 million. He does this shit. Big up Ben. He was very crucial in both the first 2 goals as well, man. He's just been doing. Like, I'm so glad Southgate doesn't like him. I don't support England. I don't care if he gets into the
I
squad.
see
That's not my
something today.
business, man. I
Hardly
beg.
any- None of your Brazilian players got selected for the international.
Yeah, because we got Edu, my guy. He's the plug. He said, "Do you know what? Hey, please, leave my players,
I should
please."
see that. Most of your players have gone on international break, haven't they?
What Brazilians? We ain't got too
No,
many.
not Brazilians, just in general.
In
just in
general.
general.
Oh yeah, well in the World Cup we had I think the most players
Right,
out of all
yeah.
clubs there. So it is what
I
it is, man.
guarantee Alvarez is going to play for Argentina. Facts.
Can we?
It's what it is though.
Yeah. Can we move to City a little bit and talk about 6, 7,
Do we have
13
to?
goals in 2 goals? We have to. They're the best team in that.
But they
in the
played
world right
Burnley, my
now.
guy. They played Burnley. Like,
And
come
they
on,
played
they played.
Leipzig.
Keep talking about Arsenal then. Main character syndrome. Carry on.
You got him. Got him there.
We got
Got
it.
him.
No, but seriously, playing Burnley, bigging up Vinny and all the stuff and trying to play progressive football, that's not going to work.
Yeah,
If you
that
watched
was
the
rude,
show
man.
yesterday, Daps, I know you. I'm sure you watched when I said that
I
Man
watched some
City
of
now
it
they
as I was
clicked.
walking home and then when I got back to my room.
They clicked. and I'm sure that they can win every single game from here until the end of the season.
Who's City?
I think so.
Well, we can, but it doesn't mean we're going to. Right?
Why not? Why not?
Because
That's just the way football works.
Look, I am the person that has always said...
That's how it works with Pep, Danny. Let me just tell Danny, that's how it works with Pep. He's the best coach in creating a system that will win you 12, 13, 14, 17 games in a row. So it works like this, my friend.
I hear that, but
I've seen it.
There's times where we've seen Manchester City and we were all sitting here saying, oh yeah, now they're going to go on a run streak after they beat Arsenal. The next game, they go and tie to, I forgot who it was. And they were the team that they should have been beating.
They got lost in the forest, bro.
Leipzig.
Forest. It was Forest. Like those things happen in football, especially in the Premier League. Anybody could beat anybody in the Premier League. So there's no like, oh yeah, they're for sure going to go on and win the next 12 games in the Premier League. You can't say that.
You are right that anyone can beat anyone, especially this season more than ever. Yeah, literally. And you are right, but you also have to look at other things than just saying that, and look at the fact that, like Mo said, this is City, and on paper, when it gets to this end of the season, we've played Tottenham twice, so we're not going to lose there now, so that's good, right? But what I'm saying, Mo, is I've been saying it. We are that team that can go on the run, but we haven't done it this season, yeah? So all I want to say is we need to just keep doing it. There's no point, right? Start the season, I was saying, when it gets to the business end, this is what's going to happen, right? And we were waiting and waiting and waiting. And now it's just like, there's no point in us saying it no more. If it doesn't happen, we don't win the league. So, look, it's good. The game was good. It was hard to see Vinny hold 6, but I'll be honest with you.
It wasn't that hard. I'm sure you were happy with the goals.
Yeah, but a lot of people were also like, but for me, there's a few City fans, quite a lot of City fans that are saying they want him to replace Pep. And I'm like, look, we've got Pep for 2 more years at least, But come on. And they'll go, but he's doing well with Burnley. What, for 9 months in the Championship? And you're now going to replace Pep Guardiola because I don't want to be Chelsea fans. I don't want to be like they were with
Run that. Wait, can you put up Marcus's comment, Mo?
Let me just do the super chat. Yeah, let me do the super chat. TBJ is saying, rivals are genuinely so scared of Arsenal. I wanted to put that there when we talked about City. Rivals are genuinely so scared of Arsenal. They're already trying to plant the seed of failure in case we don't win. We will have the conversation in May.
Well, I know he's not talking to me because Arsenal aren't my rivals, so I know he's talking to me.
Look,
you're my...
Can I just talk on this? Can I just talk on this?
Yeah, of course.
This is the Terry pushes as well that people are scared.
No, but this is true though. It is true though.
Thank you, TBJ. Thank you, TBG.
No, but you can have a conversation. But my contribution to the conversation is it's true.
No problem, bro. When you came to our gaff in the cup, and you were all fucking confident, right? When you lost, you were like, it's fine, because when you come back to the Emirates, no problem. So we went back to the Emirates, and what happened? So I don't mind if you want to say that to everyone else. Do I think Arsenal might win this league? 100%. Are we scared of them? Bro, look at our fucking record. We're not scared of you. I
second that as well.
Why is it weird though to be scared? Like what? I don't understand. Like,
thank you, Kendall. Thank you. It's not even a thing.
No, I mean like that comment, like, oh, they're so scared of Arsenal. Obviously, yeah, you're going to be scared of the team that's been literally top of the league for like 95%.
No, but Kendall, Daps is not ready to admit that, bro. He's not ready to admit that. Because they've been there. They've slapped us up in it, so they're not scared. They're not scared. They've slapped us up. They're not scared. You're right, man.
Hold on. Am I scared? Or I'm not scared because that's a bit mad. I'm scared of someone holding a fucking knife to my neck. Like it's football, right? But, right. Do I fear that maybe Arsenal might win the league this season? Yes. But do Manchester City Football Club fear Arsenal on the pitch? No.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about the fans. I'm talking about the fans. The players, the team.
No, I'm a fan.
Hell no. No, I'm talking about the fans. The fans are scared of us. Yeah. I'm not saying you might not be, Daps. You might not be.
What
like, do you know what I'm saying? But City fans are scared. City fans, Chelsea fans, Liverpool fans, Man United fans, Tottenham fans, all of them. Do you know? Okay, do you know what? Should I tell you? Okay, Daps, this is about. You might not believe any City fans are scared of Arsenal, whatever. But the reason why I think a lot of fans have been pushing the narrative of fear for Arsenal is because ever since we've been on the run and been top of the league, it's always been, oh, they can't do it. They can't do it. Then it changed to when Jesus gets injured, Arsenal won't be able to do it. The fact that we were, even when, hold on, let me land. Considering we were a team that everyone thought were going to finish 6th at the start of the season, for rival fans to then be talking about us, about situations of over in the top half of the season, that shows an element of fear. They weren't talking about us in those conversations last season. Why are they talking about it now? Because they're fearing us. That's all we're saying. It's not the biggest deal, Daps. It's okay to take the L. You fear us.
Well, I'm here as a City fan, yeah?
Yeah.
And I'm not a fucking Twitter don that's not round City fans, yeah? I'm round City fans. Bro, they're not scared of Arsenal. I'm telling you,
no problem. No problem.
I'm telling you, yeah?
No problem.
What do you mean? I don't get it. What is that? Can we explain?
Sorry, Mo, let me just say.
I want to understand what you mean, Daps, by scared.
He's telling me he's scared that he might not win the league, but he's not scared of Arsenal. No problem.
So I don't get that.
It does. The two things don't really add up. You're scared you might not win the league, but you're not scared of Arsenal. Okay, who's potentially going to win the league that you won't win?
Bro, scared
is it okay? So you don't want to use the. Okay, you're worried. Okay, we'll say you're worried. We'll go with worried, and we'll call it a day. We'll go with worried.
We don't win the league, yeah, but that's on us.
We'll go with worried.
What you need to be scared of is giving James Milner an extension on his contract. That's all you need to be scared of this
season. That stray just crept in.
They're gonna blame that on FSG, by the way.
Guys, sorry. There is a super chat addressed to Daps from Olu. Member, caller all the time is saying, Daps, I dare City to give Arsenal 11.3.
Yeah, I said that. But you know what? This is a thing. People can say things, and I've been very clear. I fully doubted Arsenal till January. But I've said from January, I was like, do you know what? I'm the one that always talks about...
You're a bit worried, yeah.
Hurdles, yeah. But people want to take these little things and fucking... If we're being real, if Arsenal fans want to talk about that, like I said on Terrace on Friday, Arsenal fans, you lot, not rival fans, you lot doubted your own fucking manager. You doubted Jesus and you doubted Zinchenko. So we're going to keep bringing that up.
Well, we just talked about you being scared right now, and you went all the way back to when Arteta got appointed. Can we talk about current events, Daps?
Let me land, bro.
Rivals, not rivals. Current events.
Yeah. When you say, if I'm being real, yeah, and saying about, for you as a fan base to go, people are scared of us, that sounds like someone that's like 5 foot and has a complex about their height. So people are scared of us, bro.
In your opinion, that's fine, but I don't agree.
Okay.
Can I just say?
I mean, Sporting weren't fucking scared of you, were they, to be fair?
They're not in the Premier League, bro. Nothing to do with us.
In 10 years, Conte, I can speak for most Liverpool fans. As good as you are, as great as you are, you're not winning when you come to us, and we're not scared of you as well. I just want to put that out there.
Hey, 100%. I'm shook to go to Anfield. I'm shook to go to.
After last season, are you scared of going to St James's
Park?
Yeah.
100%, bro.
We turned it back into Arsenal.
They ended our Champions League dream. Of course, I'm scared. We need to go and get some retribution back. And Arteta's got his own back on everyone so far. So Newcastle's definitely on. Except Pep, and Newcastle's on the list as well. No beef between Ken's kind of. We're good though.
Can we go back to we were talking about
clear that up.
City? By the way, Marcus, they actually won 3 games in a row in the league finally. So that's out of the way. Man City, they haven't won 3 games in a row until these last 3 games in the league, and they finally did it.
I think before October.
In October, and that's what I said, that now the run is gonna start. Now you're gonna. Arsenal are gonna feel.
Come on, Liverpool. Come on, the Scousers.
Come on, you're telling me that Liverpool are gonna go to Man City and win?
And I know they're not, but you can always dream. I know they're not, but you can obviously dream, innit?
No, they might do. They might do.
Nah. Hopefully something crazy could happen after international break, but I don't know.
You know, I've been consistent with this. I've said it in the last 3 or 4 rival shows. We will not lose any of our next 3 games. We're not saying we'll win any of them, but we're taking points off City, Arsenal, and Chelsea. I'll say that with chest.
No, I see why you think that.
Go on, Robs.
He just said he's taking points from you, mate.
You know, Roms, it's so easy to say that when you're down.
Nah, go on.
So easy.
That is
let's
back to Jordy Shaw, by the way. Gas off Jordy Shaw. That.
What's off? But Mo, I know my club. We'll take points of all them three and lose at Ellen Road. Like, I know
bro, you don't take you don't really. I think last season we drew with you, but apart from that, bro, you very rarely.
You're going to take points of Arsenal, City, and Chelsea, and then lose to Leeds.
But that's kind of a Liverpool thing this season, though. That's kind of a Liverpool thing.
It's not insane to think.
But let's take those points from City first. Let's deal with that one first, and then we can talk about the rest.
But let's be clear, it is a huge game. If we lose to Liverpool and Arsenal win, worrying.
It's peak
Not worrying.
times.
I think it's done. You don't think it's
not,
done?
No, Mo.
It's never done, bro.
Yeah.
Hold on. Respectfully, the first time we won the league with, I think it was 7 games to go, we were 8 points behind Sir Alex Ferguson's Manchester United, and we still won the league. So it's not done, bro.
So how many games we've seen Arsenal lose this season? 3?
Mo, listen, man. The business end of the season. The business end of the season is completely different than any other part of the season.
Big man, what do you know about the business end of the season, my guy? What do you know about the business end of the season? Look how he came on here like he's got some experience in that.
Actually, if you want to talk about that, they know because you were 4 points ahead of them last year, and you bottled the top 4. So
damn.
That's what they know.
We're talking about the business title end, bro. The title race business end. That's what we're talking about.
Don't mean anything.
But I just have to say,
don't try it, Kunle. You don't know about that until this year. The last 20 years.
Bro, I've been knowing about it, bro. That's why you have nightmares about Arsenal fans in London, bro. Don't do that. Hey, don't put caveats on that. Don't put caveats. No.
I can. I'm not saying
I'm a grown ass man, bro. I've been watching football for some years, man.
Let these two people talk. They have that second man syndrome in the 90s and 2000, and then in the 2010s.
Bro, is the loss to Juventus hurt you so much today, bro? Is that what it is? Brother, it really hit home. You sending shots at everyone today, boy. Right before the stream, you got the L. Don't take the L out on me, bro. We're friends, man.
I'm just saying the facts.
What's the fact?
Before we move on from City, can I just say, and someone
we haven't even talked about City, bro.
No. You know what? You've seen the goals. Everyone knows the goals we scored, yeah? But for me, the most important thing is five clean sheets on the bounce, right?
That's big. That's actually massive.
Because if you look at City this season, we've scored the most goals in the whole of Europe, I believe, again, right? So when people do this, Haaland, City are worse and all that crap, yeah, and getting the ball to Haaland, all that, look, we're still scoring goals. But if you look at the number of goals we've conceded this season, that's where the issue is. We've had injuries to Walker, Laporte, Diaz, Stones, about 5-6 weeks each of them. Now we've got them all back, all of a sudden clean sheets. And for me, that's what I look at, clean sheets. And that is important.
Nah, real talk, man. I'm worried about that for sure, because but Pep's taking the piss, man. Why did he do that to Company yesterday, bro? No. He set him up as well, gave him the bars, the Arteta bars. Yeah, he's gonna be a top manager in the future. That's what you know it's on. Man's about to get handled. Yeah, but real talk. Every time Pep drops that bar, you know the manager's about to get schooled by Daddy. Sorry, Daddy came to play. Literally.
You know, the best thing, the best thing is he said in his post-match interview was, because you know everyone was saying, oh, he subbed off Haaland so that Messi's record in the Champions League didn't break. So after the game yesterday, he said, yeah, I subbed off Haaland in the FA Cup so he didn't break Messi's record in the FA Cup, obviously.
He's so sarcastic. You got to love
I'm telling you now, Pep is on football Twitter. I'm not joking. Pep Guardiola has got an account on football Twitter, right? That we don't know who it is, and because he always brings up certain things, like in his press conferences, he always says stuff. No, but like he's got one where he actually like looks like at football Twitter, like he's genuinely involved in the discourse.
Yeah,
there's one called Pep's Team, and it seems to be very associated with him. But last week he actually came out as well and said, I actually do know more than football Twitter.
Yeah, that was it. That was what, yeah. He always says stuff about football Twitter.
Anyway, City, listen, we just keep doing what we're doing. But hold tight, Dan joining, because I want to talk on Conte. I want to talk on Conte. I need to know, bro. I know you're Conte in, but as a Tottenham fan, do you not feel like this man...
Conte in?
By the way, some of the shit he says, I get, and it's true. When he's
100% spot on.
Do you not get that this man is trying to do everything to have zero accountability. Like, blame everyone else and just not him.
Yeah.
Okay, Daps. So, Jose Mourinho, this man failed. So we're gonna also
a final, bro. He got to a final.
Yeah, and we sacked him 13 days before it.
So he didn't fail. Your club failed.
Before we move on,
and we're also failing Conte. We didn't provide him with the players he needed.
Sorry, before we move on to Spurs, this is John here, Fulham till I die, with the super chat is saying, surely if Pep does the triple this year or even double, he has to be GOAT, revolutionized, and dominated everywhere. He is the greatest tactician. Well, I don't know, but I think Pep is the best coach ever in a league, ever. There's nobody comes close.
Better than Sir Alex Ferguson.
Yes.
For me, no. But maybe at the end of his career, I might say otherwise.
Yeah, but what I mean, I'm just comparing Pep in a league. He dominates. He creates this domination in a system that wins against 17 out of the 19.
I hear you, but there's so many Ferguson teams. I don't think Pep would have won the league.
Well,
and vice versa. I think
the argument
Fergie would have won with every Pep.
It could never work because the league was different back then. Ultimately,
but the argument for Pep against Ferguson is that Pep dominates everything. Man United weren't like in the games. You watch Man United games. It was still maybe football was different back then.
It was
the back and forth. But I see that also Alex Ferguson worked with some really, really okay.
Brother, he got cleverly England caps, my guy.
Not only he got that in Fletcher to be one of the best midfielders in
Sorry,
England.
can I just kill? Do you know what? And listen,
so I get where you're coming from, Conley.
Let's have this debate. It's like with footballers when Pep leads City. Because for me right now, if I'm being completely honest, like if we don't win a Champions League, then I'm not saying Pep's a failure. Let me be very clear. But Fergie did a treble, with the Champions League. Now, for me, if we do that, I think, that is a valid point. But if he doesn't, if there's a scoring system, then we're going to lose. Pep's going to lose points because he hasn't won the Champions League. So
that's what I said in the league, Daps. I only said
in the league. Domestically. Yeah, maybe.
Bro, definitely not in the league. Definitely not in the league, bro. That's even more disrespectful, bro. Don't do that.
Okay.
Really?
And for me, like I don't want to have to big up a Man United manager on a stream, so I'm not gonna do that.
I hear you.
That's as far as I'm going with it.
I don't want to get into this argument. Just one question. You're watching Pep's teams in the league, and you're watching Alex Ferguson's teams in the league, and you think that Alex Ferguson's teams are more dominant in a one season or
no. This is what I'm telling you. If they were in the same league for 10 seasons, Ferguson wins more league titles for me.
Look,
for me.
Anyway, we're not going to talk about that right now. Dan, you just said, I believe, you were trying to compare Conte and Jose. Now, thank you for doing that because that's something that I was doing at the start of the season. I was saying, at the end of this season, or by the end of this season, I hope Tottenham fans have the same energy for Conte that they have for Jose. Now, Jose spent less money, had less time, and got you to a final.
Yeah.
So,
but here's the thing,
you're still trying to say, like, so.
Here's the thing, Daps. He also went at our players, and every single fan in our fan base went at Conte, went at Jose Mourinho when he went at our players. He went at Eric Dyer.
No, but that's fine, bro. Conte is going at your whole establishment. Conte is going at your football club. Conte is speaking.
That's why I want him in the club.
Bro, I don't disagree with him. I don't disagree with what he's saying, but he is telling you as a fan base, I'm bigger than your football club.
He didn't say no. That's he is standing up for our fan base.
He said that, bro. He said that. You just didn't hear the words, Dan.
I'm sorry, man. He said it out of respect for our fan base. He's letting everybody know what's actually going on, Daps.
A
few years ago.
No, let him land. Let me respond, please.
A few years ago, when we had Danny Rose come out and make comments about our transfers, he got 6 weeks deduction of his wages. Now, the other day he was on Sky Sports. He said the same thing that happened, and now everybody's backing him. I'm telling you what's going to happen. In a few years' time, Conte is going to be on Sky Sports, and he's going to say something about how Tottenham is run, and then everybody's going to back him. But at that same period of time, we're going to have another manager that's going to be going through the same situation, and everybody in the fan base is going to tell him. No matter what manager we have in this football club, no matter what manager we have in this football club, they're going to fail.
But this is the thing, Dan. More than one person can be in the wrong. I agree with you. Levy, from the point you got to a final and he decided to sack your manager to save money, And that would fuck you to
That's
the
not the
fan.
way. That's not the reason he did it. That's not the reason he did it. The reason he did it was because the week before against Southampton, when Jose Mourinho wanted to rest players for the final, he said no because his ambitions are top 4 over trophies.
Dan. At the start of the season, Dan. At the start of the season, were you one of the fans bigging up your transfer business?
Hell no.
What were you saying about it, Dan?
Jed Spence, man. None of these players are coming. We had that whole Champions League pool thing. Who did we pull?
You really back Conte, innit?
No.
There was literally people saying that Tottenham had the best transfer window of like the last 10 years.
Brother, they won the window, they were telling me.
Not all of them, but some of them.
Yeah. And obviously, people were telling me, like, the thing is about Conte, I think Conte should have been managing at Chelsea. He would be doing bits with 600 million to spend. And Potter, I reckon he would have Tottenham playing a style that the fans are happy with. And like the Tottenham thing, the issue with Dan, I tried to help you before, but you still didn't listen. Like a couple of weeks ago, I tried to tell you, Tottenham, you just need to understand your position. You are a top 6 side. And anything above that, you lot should be doing cartwheels and backflips. You lot being in the top 4 race right now, that's a big up for you lot. That's literally, man. You lot are overachieving. But the thing is, the fans, they set up the managers for all these like misinterpretations of we're gonna challenge for this, challenge for that. Nah, bro, you lot need to move like Leicester fans. Every little ounce of things you can celebrate, you celebrate and you appreciate it. You don't start talking with chest to any of the big boys because you're not on our table, innit? And once you lot understand that, then it'll be so much easier to be a Spurs fan.
I'm so glad you decided to mention Leicester. I'm so glad because even them have won more trophies than we have in the last 15 years. So glad. But we're supposed to just be happy. We pay the most as fans tickets in English football. And we have to sit there and just be like, oh yeah, we're happy for Champions League every season. We're happy to come here every week.
Correct.
Watch Champions League, watch Premier League. And then maybe once a month we'll get Adele come to the concert. Lady Gaga maybe. Maybe we'll get F1.
Maybe even WizKid, bro.
What is this, man? Football is about ambition. Football is about winning. I'm not going to sit here and say, all right, I'll get top 4 every season and that's calm. That's not what I'm going to do. I ask for ambition. I ask for trophies. And then a football fan, if you're not asking for that, what are you doing? You're sitting there accepting mediocrity.
As well as all that stuff that you asked for, but do you not also feel, because that's on the club, that's on the board, but do you also not feel that with Conte, you want to see better football as well?
Listen, Daps, I'm sorry, but this man...
answer that question before you talk about listen. Don't ignore that question.
We were playing better football last season.
No, you've always played stinking football. The difference is teams are taking their chance. No, I'm talking about Conte. Conte's always played stinking football. At Spurs.
Inter Milan, he was playing... Mo, I'm gonna push this.
At Spurs, he was playing...
Say it.
This is at Inter Milan. Inter Milan, Juve, Chelsea. He played football, but at your dead club, he can't perform because he's not got the money to make you lot work. So you can't work with a manager like Conte.
At the beginning of the season, he was like, "This is the best squad I've ever had. Like that, these are the best players I've ever worked with."
He did not say that.
He literally did.
He said this is the best squad he's ever had.
He literally said these are some of the best players I've ever worked with. This was at the beginning of the season because you were winning. And now he did that. It's everyone else's fault. This is what I don't like about him. He literally orchestrates his own exit.
I've
got a question for you.
He also said Eric Dyer was going to be the best footballer in the world.
Yeah. So there are 2 parts of this. Let me just a couple of things. There are 2 parts of this. Number one is that what Kendall said is absolutely correct. He was trying to make these players play better, but I think it's not only on the players. There's one thing that he said yesterday that points to everything. He said one thing. He said, it doesn't matter who you bring. The mentality of the club is that they don't want to win. The problem is when you bring a youngster to the club, you tell this club that we are winning. We want to win. When they bring a kid or a new transfer to Chelsea, they tell this kid, you are here not to compete. You're here not to participate. You're here to win. That's what Arsenal did with the people that they brought. They brought Saliba and they brought Saliba back and said, we're winning the league. We're competing to win. The problem with Spurs is that they are happy to just participate. And that's what he discovered. Antonio Conte at Inter once said, and I'm just copying words. He said that at Juventus and he said that at Chelsea and he said that at Inter. He said, the second place is just the best loser. He said that. That means the guy wants to win the trophy. The problem is, I think the whole club is not looking to win the Premier League. Is not looking to win. They want to make top 4. They want to participate. They are not looking to be like Chelsea. They want to win the league. Chelsea said, we're building a project to win the league this year or next year or in 5 years, or the Champions League. No. Arsenal, you're the same. But Spurs, they have to accept that the whole club are not in the conversation of winning the top competitions.
And the sooner they appreciate that, the better.
Why do we have to accept that, Mo? Why?
Because you're not a big club, bruv. Do you hear Everton talking about league titles, bruv?
You need major
Leicester talking about winning the league. They just happen.
Leicester have more ambition than us.
No, exactly.
No, but this is the thing, Dan. That season that Leicester even won the league, they didn't have the ambition to win the league. They just rode the wave, bruv. And that's what you lot need to learn how to do. Stop saying you're gonna win shit.
The best one to talk about this is Daps. When I knew the Premier League in 98 and I started watching Premier League, Man City were not in the conversation of being any top 10 or something. But then with the right structure, change of ownership, change of everything around the club, we're talking about Man City, one of the biggest clubs in the world, even global. And I said here in America, I say in Asia, they sell stadiums here. Like fans want to see Pep Guardiola, they want to see Kevin De Bruyne. The problem is there is a difference in ambition. When Man City were acquired, they were like, we're building a project to win the league at some point. I feel Spurs are not doing that. They are promoting different stuff. As you guys said, they're promoting different things.
We're a franchise. When you go to the stadium, when you go on the club website and you look up like the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium info, it will tell you we have concerts, we have NFL games, we have go-kart, we have Mario Kart, and we also have Tottenham games.
Exactly.
It's the last part.
Hold on, are you fifth? Are you fifth on that list?
Yes. Check it out. I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you.
Dan and Mo, obviously he's been your manager and that, but reason why I can't have too much sympathy for him, because he knew this going into Spurs. He knew this.
Hence why he turned them down.
How he does that? From where?
He went for the money. He went to cash out, bro. He didn't go to win leagues. He went to cash out, bro. 15M a year. They're gonna pay me 15M to participate. What? I'm in. Sign me right up.
Thank you for 15M to participate and get that.
Like, brother, bro. Hey, Dan, if I offered you 15M to participate, wouldn't you just sign? You wouldn't ask me questions. You wouldn't ask me questions, bro.
If that's true, then why would he do that interview that he did yesterday? Why wouldn't he just shut up?
Oh no!
And say
nah. Okay, shall I tell you? Let me tell you, Dan.
The robotic interview and then continue to get his.
Nah. Let me tell you what.
One word. He wants to protect his franchise as well.
And you know what? Dan? That interview is the reason why. No, hold on, Dan. One second. That interview is the reason why he's never gonna struggle to get a big job after this. That interview, brother. Because he's gonna put it all on you, man. And the issue is Spurs.
Is he wrong?
Yeah, Spurs are the same man. Will say. They'll say stuff like Højbjerg is one of the best DMs in the league. They'll say stuff like. Emerson Royal is actually balling now, you know. They'll say shit like that. Bentancur is what? But Bentancur is getting into none of the top 4 sides, my guy. So why are we hyping him, bro? Why are we hyping him? It's all mad. And then they'll now say that they're struggling.
Let's hear Roms.
Bro, the thing is, and we spoke about this before, of course Conte has that pool of 12, 13 players that he trusts, right? But for me, he's not putting himself in better stead. Jed Spence going on loan, not introducing Dan Jimmer. There's things he's not doing himself. Like, I get it. Everything he said in that post-match interview, he's spot on. We all know the culture of Spurs. But there's things himself he can be doing to better the situation as well. That's my problem with Conte. Yeah. Everything he said was spot on yesterday. But for me, Jed Spence, I saw about 20 minutes of the PSG game today. He played excellent. Dan Jimmer can't even get a sniff. Has he even had Premier League minutes, Dan? Dan Jimmer, I don't know if he's even had minutes in the Premier.
He hasn't.
Exactly. So
look, I'm telling you,
but he's not helping himself.
Managers can make mistakes, and I think Conte has made a mistake. One of the biggest mistakes I think he has made.
Yeah, that's what I wanted.
One of the biggest mistakes I think he has made is how he's dealt with Richarlison. I think that's one of it.
I have to go off camera, man. This is too much.
But I do think at the end of the day, he's not the big picture, and he's not the big problem at this football club. He's not.
Hey, Dan, bro, I just want to hug you, my guy. I swear to God, bro. I just want to hug you, bro.
Everybody in this panel, answer this question. What manager comes into Tottenham right now Pass, or you can say Alex Ferguson, any manager that will come in here and win a trophy. Let me one.
Pep Guardiola.
Pep Guardiola would not win a trophy.
Will win a
Playing out of the back with Eric Dyer.
100%.
Hold on. But here's the thing, bro. If you're using that to defend Conte, Dan, if you're using that to defend Conte, that doesn't defend Conte, because you know what? Pep Guardiola would never go to fucking Tottenham, right? Conte chose to go there. But what I'm saying is, yeah, Dan, right, I agree with you. Let me be very clear. I totally agree with you about your board, yeah? Your board is shit. I'm not saying, but Conte has to hold some accountability. And that interview yesterday, but furthermore, the interviews all fucking season is just so negative and trying to throw everyone else under the bus. And like Mo said, protect his brand. And as your fan base, you said you lot turned on Jose. He got you to a final.
And there was genuine hate. I'm a Tottenham fan, right? And I'm sure probably you lot know. And she literally hated Jose, like genuinely to the point of like she would genuinely tweet abuse about him, right? And now she's not Conte in. I'm like, like literally, I genuinely don't get it. Like it's actually baffling to me. Like
it no makes sense. At all.
I'm gonna say one thing.
Look, you see Conte.
I'm gonna say one thing.
Proved right about every single thing he ever said. Every single thing he ever said about Tottenham is being proved.
Thank you for the super chat, my man.
Yeah. Why are you spending this long on?
No, but I just want to say something quick. You see Conte, like, look, Dan, I'm just going to explain what exactly went down. Conte was like, he said no to you lot first time. The second time, he's like, you know what? The jobs I want are not available right now. Let me slot in here, get a little secure little 15M. And then what happened was, he's like, stay here for a year. Then what happened was, he's like, yo, how are we winning all these games, bro? Hey, we got to 4th. Yo, I'm going to do another year, you know. If not, worst case scenario, I'm going to collect 15M, or they sack me and I get the severance pay anyway. He's fully protected. But it got to the point, he did that interview because he got to the point like, hang on, as much as I'm enjoying getting 15M, these lot are embarrassing, man, now. Like, what's all this? Like, what the fuck? So he just lost it. He did an EFA on them.
He's
literally
damaging his
actually, what he's done is he's let it get to a point, right, where I reckon he'd set that I want to earn X amount after Tottenham, and it's hit that X amount now, and now he's like, right, now I need to get ready for my next job. So now I'm doing the protect my next job. But Dan, one thing before we move on from Tottenham, let me be clear. With Rivals Not Virals, I had a conversation with Cass about Dan and saying I really like Dan, and I don't like going at people. So anyone watching this, don't think we're going at him and trying to do anything. But I want to ask you a question.
I have empathy for him. I'm sorry.
Do you want, massively.
For real, I'm serious. I'm serious.
If someone loves their club, club and comes on defending their club, but Dan, so do you want Conte to stay?
I want Conte to stay as much as he can and rip into this ownership as long as he possibly can.
Okay, so it's a good segue. Let's just segue to the team that is actually going to take their place in top 6. And I genuinely say that. Not
Brighton. Who we got on from Brighton?
I'm really not bantering them, but I think that Newcastle in the next 5 years will be in the top 6 and Tottenham are not.
They're going to have to win some trophy because look, as much as us,
I'm sorry.
If you want to be a top 6,
thank you so much.
Listen, your trophy drought has been even longer than us. Your trophy drought has been
66 years or something.
I didn't have to say anything.
Exactly.
I didn't say it.
So as much as we are bottle drops and as much as we don't win trophies and as much as our ownership is terrible, your ownership is actually good. And that's why I kind of agree with Mo because I do see them winning trophies in the next 5 years. But right now, currently, people saying that we're not in the top 4, it's wrong. It's wrong. But
factually, it's wrong, isn't it? I think.
Well, there's granddads that have never seen Spurs.
But we are the bottom of the top 6. We're the bottom of the top 6. And if anybody's going to come in and take our place, it is going to be Newcastle. But we also have to sit here and remember that a few years ago...
we're bottom at the moment.
No. Forget about it. You actually won titles. You actually have some type of ambition, all right? Chill it. But listen, like you have to remember that a few years ago, everybody was sitting here saying, "Oh yeah, Leicester was going to take Arsenal's place." Look at where we are now.
Only foolish people were saying that rubbish.
There was a lot of people. There was actually a lot of people saying that.
People that don't know don't know ball, bro. Yeah, it was basically Spurs fans. People that don't know ball.
Basically me. I was one of those people.
But Newcastle for real. Newcastle for real. The the goal drought has stopped. You're scoring goals now. Alexander Isak is now paying his basically coming back to be a striker that you paid for. Top 4 is yours. It's supposed to be. You are 5 points behind Spurs or 4 points with 2 games in hand.
I don't even think we're that now. I think we're only 2 points. Yeah, we're only 2 points. 2 points behind Spurs with 2 games in hand.
So it should be yours. It's only Brighton.
2 points behind Spurs, 3 points behind Manchester United, both with 2 games in hand on Spurs, and we've played the same as Man United.
Well, she's still got her eyes on Man United. Okay.
So why do you say that? It's if you don't get top 4, it's not a. I think people need to understand
why
that.
Why do you say that, Kendall? Why?
No, because by the way, and I think we said that many times. Objectives change based on circumstances.
Yeah,
isn't that like objectives change? You are now if Tottenham were winning every game, I would say yes. It's not, but Tottenham are not playing good football, and it looks like they might not be even in a top 6 because if Liverpool wins their game in hands, I think they catch them. Isn't that? Yes, they do. So it's between you and Liverpool at this point. And you are 5 points ahead of Liverpool with, 12 games left? I think you are in the prime position to get this top 4 place. And that will change the fortune of the club early enough. Because Man City, it took them a little bit of time, as I'm understanding.
A lot longer, yeah.
Longer, but it didn't take you long because I think the fact that Liverpool, Chelsea, Spurs are not actually playing good football and they're actually their worst season. I think you are in a prime position to take that top 4.
Yeah, we'll never get a chain of events.
Worst season?
Who?
Spurs.
Who? Where?
Are Spurs having a worse season than Newcastle?
Well, to be honest, if Newcastle weren't on the same pedestal as Tottenham are, maybe. But since Newcastle, nobody even expected them to be. Everybody's going to say Newcastle having a better season. But if you look at factually, we've been in the top 4 longer than they have.
No, but Dan, I would say they've had less investment, got to a cup final, and probably on par to get it over you lot. So, I would just edge with Newcastle. As it stands, they're having a better season.
We just said it a few minutes ago.
How do you get dragged back in?
Can we? Okay. Can we hear Kendall? She was about to say something.
No, what I'm saying is about the failure situation. Like, nah, it's all right, man. On about the failure situation, like we'll never get a chain of events again. This to make it this easy for us to get top 4. Not easy, but this achievable. Sorry, is the word I was trying to say. Like to get top 4 is achievable as it is this season. Liverpool fell off, Chelsea fell off, Spurs aren't having the best season in there. Obviously, the manager and everything is crumbling around them at the moment. Manchester United had a really bad start to the season, so we're never going to get a chain of events that makes it as achievable for us in this short space of time. So, in my opinion, I won't be disappointed if we don't get it. Because I'm not expecting us to get it. I'm still not. I still think we'll get top 6, but I don't think we'll get top 4. But if we don't get it, and it's kind of like, well, I'm going to use the words of Cunliffe. That is a missed opportunity. Like we should have got the.
That's what we sound the Champions League from now on. Missed opportunity.
No, Cunliffe. Everybody's going to use that word. Everybody's going to use that now.
Let's get that hashtag missed opportunity. Let's get the hashtag.
You play Spurs at your ground. I think you play Arsenal at your ground. You play Man United away. No, you play Man United at your ground. You play
our next game is Man United at home. Yeah.
Spurs at your ground.
Yeah.
And you play Arsenal at your ground, and you only play Chelsea at the last game of the season. When at that point, you should have clinched already a top 4 based on the games you have.
Nah, don't use. I can't. I'm gonna. If we get top 4, like, do you know how gas are we like? He's like, you don't understand.
No,
I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this though. For me,
the game on Friday, I think maybe like that was important because when we played you at Argath, I thought that was really important for you because it was after you'd lost the FA Cup final. I thought they're going to want to try and bounce back. But I think now we
were on a horrendous run though. Like we couldn't score goals or anything. But now we've started. But do you know what's happened though? Yeah. Every single time we get momentum, a frigging international break. I'm sick. It was a World Cup last time, then we ended up absolutely dog crap after Christmas. They need to leave us alone. Let us play our games, man. I'm sick of this. Now it's an international break, and we've got to. I'm just actually sick and tired. And we've got Man United who are on a bad run as well, really, in the league, like a league
without Casemiro. They don't have Casemiro.
Yeah, without Casemiro.
Nah, you should win that game, man.
So Hit, thank you for the super chat. I don't know if we're doing this in this show. It's my first time. Ben White or Trippier? I actually have no idea. You guys tell me if we do this thing in the show or not. Ben White or Trippier?
I got spinners.
Spinners. Just answer the question first.
We'll let the rivals answer
They
that
basically means I'm
first,
on the fence.
Huh?
They basically means I'm on the fence. I think they're just both as good as one another.
They're totally two different players.
If you ask me which one I would want in my team, I'd take Trippier.
You serious?
You had that chance, so you sent him to Athletic.
No, that's more versatile.
What if you have to shoot? Kunle is not letting them get with anything today. No, but to be honest, like you're looking at both, they're totally two different players. One of them is a center back that was inverted to be a fullback, and one of them is actually a crosser of the ball. He's not a great defender and never was a great defender. Current Trippier, it's completely different. And I think if you have Saka, you don't want Trippier on the team. You just Saka is the one hugging the line and playing.
You know
a direct
I always
winger.
think is mad about Trippier though, like because obviously I know people know that I watch Atletico as well, and he was literally instrumental. I mean, like genuinely instrumental to when we won the league 2 years ago. Like to the point of like him and Marcus Llorente basically won us league, obviously along with Luis Suarez. But now he's come to Newcastle, and the exact same has happened. So I genuinely don't think like people will realise because they won't connect the two. But like how good we are is absolutely down to him and Almiron's like partnership at the beginning of the season specifically. It's fell off a little bit now, obviously, because Almiron's lost his shooting boots once again. That doesn't surprise me. But yeah, so he's mad instrumental. But yeah, I think they're different players. You need to like compare Dan Burn and Ben White.
But just to speak on
a
that,
question about
I want to ask Daps this. I want to ask Daps this. Daps.
One thing. I don't know if Gunnar Lee is watching this, but if you are, I'm just going to remind him. Kendall, Gunnar Lee went on Saeed's channel the other day and was trying to say that Partey needs his praise because as part of the Atletico team, he was instrumental in them winning the Spanish title. And he played 3 games for him that season.
I was on that stream.
I was gonna say he wasn't even with us when we won the league.
Someone
Hey. How has Arsenal got involved in the Newcastle chat? We're just on your mind. On your mind, bro.
What were you going to ask me, Mo, though?
I was going to ask you for Man City today, if you have a chance to take both players for the next season.
I've been thinking about this since I saw it pop up. Ben White, look, the fact that Arteta has taken a centre-back and seen something in him and made him into a full-back, bro, that's how we've got through the last 6 years at left-back. With Zinchenko, So Arteta's literally done what Pep does. He's taken a player and put him in a different position. Ben White all day long. He'd fit for us perfectly, like Nathan Ake at the moment. So
why I see a lot of people in the chat saying Newcastle are playing shit football. It's
because of Kaz. I blame Kaz.
They're playing better football than Man United.
Everybody is doing the same thing. Kaz is saying that, and then everybody's saying the same thing.
But that's like the
get rid of Kaz. Everyone spam sevens now.
That's like the weirdest thing. There's like a really weird narrative that we don't play nice football, and that's not even coming from a biased point of view. I've watched Atletico for literally like 17 years. Like I know what horrendous football looks like. I've watched Steve Bruce's Newcastle. I know what horrendous football looks like. Do you know what I mean? And we actually play really good football. Like I don't see a problem with how we play football. We just can't score goals at the moment. Well, at the moment it's different, but we just couldn't score goals for a long time. We were drawn far too many games because we weren't clinical enough with our chances. But we play some of the best football in the league, in my opinion.
I have a question.
I've got something to say.
Does anyone actually rate Man U's football? Like, I want to ask the panel. Does it how they actually play football this season? Does anyone actually rate?
No comment.
I'm not saying are they good at getting the job done and getting 3 points. Do you actually rate their football, and do they have a system?
Yeah.
Their football's very direct and efficient. It might not be like the prettiest football, but it's it's efficient
football. I can see exactly what Ten Hag is trying to do.
Yeah, but anyway.
I rate it because I rate it.
Man, you remind me of Tottenham last season, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No, come on.
I'm being honest with you, bro. I'm being honest with you, and that's why
Man United have already won a trophy.
That's what I just about to say.
Shit. No, but that's why I rate Ten Hag highly. Ten Hag is making this Man U team look like they actually got something about them, but they actually don't. And today again was a perfect Man U game. Look, Fulham were all over them, but I said Man U are going to win because they didn't take their chances, and that was just what seems to be happening at Old Trafford. They always get peppered, and those teams never take their chances, and they end up winning.
You guys really think Man United are playing bad football?
No, I don't.
I do.
I'm shutting up. I don't want to give them praise, but they're playing good. I disagree with what Conte said. But in terms of today, Fulham, I was saying to the person I was watching the game with, they need to score within that first 20 minutes. They need to score once they were on top.
Because it's not today, but you see a system, right? Like from the beginning.
You saw a system today. Their system is Casemiro, Rashford, and vibes. That's their system, bro. Literally, if Rashford doesn't score, they don't score. If Casemiro's not there, they get exposed. Like, what are you lot telling me? You look at the difference between our system, as you lot said, Holding comes into the team and we look like we didn't really miss Saliba. There's a difference. If their system is so good, then when Casemiro comes out of it, it will still look like a system. They look lost without him, bro. They play dead football. It's Martinez, Casemiro, and Rashford FC.
That's a lot of players. That's a lot of players.
Three players.
It's as I'm saying for you. You don't have Saka, you don't have Partey, and you don't have Saliba. Okay. Are you going to play the same football?
No, but that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if those players... No, I said if Rashford doesn't score, they don't score, which is like quite factual. If Casemiro's not there, there's no system. I'm not saying that they can't them all not being there at the same time. That's a problem. But look, as soon as you just move one piece of that puzzle, Casemiro, they're done. Done. They look overrun in every department, man. But I think, that's why I rate Ten Hag so much, because he's found a way to get this to work, man. And he's better than I expected him to. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't rate him highly before this season.
When he gets more investment and more players,
exactly. Next season, man, you scare me because he's doing madness with this.
Oh, they scare you.
Yeah, facts. Facts. I'm not scared. I'm not scared to admit it, Daps. You know, that's the thing, bro. That's the difference between me and you.
Brave Kunle right there. See, anyway, can we move to the last dead team in the league? Like forget Chelsea, Liverpool. James Milner.
You don't want to talk about Chelsea? You sure?
Because there is nobody here to talk about Chelsea. There's nobody to defend them. Fair. Come on, like you want to talk about Chelsea?
Nah, you're right.
I have an agenda against them because they spent 600 million. So
yeah, me and Mo have our disagreements on this one.
Like Dan here it doesn't like that I say that because they spent 600 million. I don't want to see that system work. I don't want to see that model of football work. Because it's against everything that I grew up like.
That's why you don't like City. Thank you. Now we've got to the bottom of it.
Is that why you like Spurs, man?
Do you okay, let me just tell you why. It's not that I don't like City, and I said that honestly.
We got him.
Mo's legit changing color, bro. You're panicking.
No, let me tell you the difference. Let me tell you. I don't like a dominance in football. Like I like because the Premier League. One of the best things about the Premier League is that from 2009 until 2017, no team has won it 2 years in a row. And that made that Premier League way better. Like when that Man United won it in 2009, it was Chelsea, Man United, Man City, Man United, then Man City. Like you see that the change makes it more attractive. That's one of the things. Being so good is not your fault, of course. Like having a team like Pep is not Pep's fault. It's not Man City's fans' fault. But for a neutral, you want to see change in power. You know, like democracy, you want to see change in power because it makes it more appealing. It makes it more attractive to people to watch it more.
Country up as well, to be fair, but.
No, but Mo, that's Chelsea for 600 million. They have to be challenging for top 4.
But that's what I mean. That's what I mean. For me, but you see, only 600 million in one season is too much. But for me, I want to see change in. I don't want to. Dan, I'm gonna let you answer, but I don't want to see Chelsea going. Oh, Man United want or Arsenal want to offer 80 million. Here is 100 million. It's the player is ours. Do you want to your release clause is 120? Here you go to 120. Give me that player. It ruins everything. It ruins negotiations. It ruins because that means they can just take anything they want. It's like a guy that has all the money in the world and he wants to rule the world and he has all the power.
Mo,
that's my problem.
Let me explain to you something. Don't take your anger out. Wait. I've got to defend Chelsea here because nobody here is here to defend Chelsea. And this is strange for me to defend Chelsea. But
I don't know if it is.
Don't get pissed off at Chelsea for being able to do this. Who you should be expressing your anger at is FFP. If that's where your anger is, it should be completely towards FFP to not put the rules to be able to stop that. Chelsea
found the loophole.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. They found the loopholes. Why are those loopholes there? FFP.
If you steal, can I say one thing? If you steal without the camera watching you, is that on the cameras or that's on you?
Wait, what? Repeat that.
If you go steal without the camera seeing you, is that on the system or that's on you?
Well, the reason you're not arrested is on the cameras.
Oh my God! Did he just say that?
He said it, bro.
Hold on. Was Robin Hood a good guy or a bad guy?
If you get away from it, ask
Rome's, man, because his team take from the rich to give to the poor.
Well, I would say it'd be in the law enforcement. It'd be on the law enforcement.
We used to be the
okay.
It'd be on the law enforcement.
I'm just raising an argument, like. Anyway, whatever.
I'm not coming on the stream if Inter lose again, bro. You're on straight smoke, bro. What's it? Anyone can get it. Anyone can get it tonight.
El Clasico. Did Inter lose? I was watching El Clasico.
Yeah, Juventus, the mighty old ladies.
Our biggest rivals.
Slap them up, bro.
To who?
I'm a Juve fan, by the way, bro. I'm a Juve fan, by the way, man.
At home.
You lost to Bankruptcy FC. You lost to Bankruptcy FC.
No, we are Bankruptcy FC. We have no money.
Nah, we are.
They got point deduction, man. Come on.
Bro, they have point deduction. They signed Vlahovic for 80 million, and they signed.
That was before the point deduction, though.
That was before the point deduction.
Yeah,
bro, I'm a Juve fan. Does that make
if you want to talk about Inter, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. We're shit. I'm here for it.
How'd you lose to us, though, bro? Mo, how'd you lose to us, bro? That's dead, bro.
To who?
I'm a Juve fan.
No, I can see the difference. I don't have a second club. I don't have a second club. So
you're a Juve fan, what?
Oh, club elite is coming out there.
Nah, do you know what? Unlike some of my
club.
Hold on. Can I land? To be honest, when I was younger, I wasn't as rich as.
You landed in London or Juventus?
No, wait. I wasn't as rich as my friends, so the only football I could watch live was Italian football. So. I don't know about you, like every Sunday, football Italia, I picked an Italian team.
Didn't have that.
No,
but that's the real. That's why I picked the second team in it. Huh?
Was it Channel 5? It was on
Channel 4. Channel 4.
You're exposing your age. I don't remember that.
Brother, I'm old. Hey, don't let the baby face fool you, bro. If I told you how old I am, none of you would believe me. 100. But we'll leave that for another day.
Well, is there much to talk on Liverpool?
Just that Klopp's being an idiot.
We talk about Liverpool and how Klopp is done, huh? Is your Klopp out?
Oh, you see this? You see this though?
Done. Hey,
you see this? You see, this is the beauty of football. This is the beauty of football, though. 1 week ago, 1 week ago, we were saying, "Oh yeah, 7-ups, Liverpool are back." Mo Salah.
Who's we?
They're getting top 4.
Who's we? It's a right question. Who's we?
You know what?
Liverpool fans.
Everybody. This is what I hate about modern football fans, right?
And look where
the majority of the fan base say something, they paint everyone with the same paintbrush. I said after 7-0, we'll still finish 5th, and I'll still Klopp out. I know most of my fan base will say this time. If it's like you, cool. Most of your fan base right now are Conte out, but you're still Conte in. But like they'll still assume you're Conte.
Klopp all the way in, Rob. Don't get rid of it.
If you guys give James Milner a year contract extension, that's actually disgraceful.
The thing is, it's shocking to all of you lot, but not to us. The thing is, we were making jokes about this tongue-in-cheek early in the season. Then it came to a point where that, you know what, this could actually happen. Breaking news yesterday.
Nah.
This is what happens when you talk.
Bro, he keeps winning the bleep test, Kendall, man. Come on. As soon as he loses, that's when no more. No more. As soon as he loses, then he's out.
Rob, find me something. Is there talk that Milner's going to get a contract extension?
Yes, that is genuine talk.
It's like genuinely from the Athletic as well, so it's not like some random source.
Sorry to cut you, Kendall. Do you know why this is even funnier for Daps? Because Daps keeps saying the only thing Liverpool can retain is James Milner. And we're probably going to give him... And one touch, you're not even joking. He wins the bleep test. Every summer, we'll be off in America or somewhere. We'll do the bleep test. We'll get the highest scores, offer him another deal. It's just... And the thing is, they'll blame us on FSG. This has nothing to do with FSG. This is Klopp winning it. He's had more power over transfers.
He should be out for that decision alone, bro, to be fair.
it's crazy, but there's not much.
You know what?
Let's not sign a new midfielder, but just give James Milner a year contract instead.
He won the bleep test, Kendall. You're not listening. Like, hey, what's going on? What are you missing it?
Well, you know, you can leave. We didn't play, so leave us alone. This isn't about Liverpool.
There's no banter for Liverpool.
Hey, when's which year was Carvalho winning the Young Player of the Year, Robs? Which year were you referring to?
I hold my hands up. I got that one.
I was like, hey, watch Carvalho this season. Remember where you heard it first.
Klopp's not helped the cause, but I got my.
That was genuinely the other day when he gave him a minute. That's actually shocking.
It wasn't a minute. It was 15 seconds. He basically got the minutes. Oh, I played at the Burnley. I had a little run out. That's what he got. That's literally.
It was his dream to play at the Burnley. Come on, bro. It was his dream.
It was 20 seconds.
Brother, it was his dream to play at the Bernabeu, bro. Make a boy fulfill his dream, man.
It wasn't even to play. He ran on the pitch. He did a sprint.
A pitch invader has longer than him.
Hey, it could be a while till he gets a chance to play them again, bro. So those 20 seconds could cherish.
So real talk. If you make top 4, is that a season saved this year? You don't need a rebuild and all the shit.
Liverpool won't make top 4 though.
It's still a fall from grace. Yeah. Cool, like we said, objectives change. The only thing that will somewhat make the season okay would be top 4, but with this ownership.
Oh, no.
What do you mean?
No. So I'm sorry because I've
from Jurgen Quad to top 4 now. We're not having that. Bro.
If Man City,
it still is a failure. But
let me land. If Man City finish second, don't win the Champions League. Doesn't matter what round we go out. Even if we get to the final, right? If we don't win the Champions League, we finish second but win the FA Cup. That is a fucking bad year, right? This time last year, the talk was a quad, right?
Yeah.
You're now saying that if you finish in the top 4, it's okay.
Well, then again, with our ownership and whatnot, it's not. Actually,
that was beautiful. That
we know we're not really going to reinvest how we would. So, you know, it would just be
You weren't talking about owners a year ago.
Say it again?
You weren't talking about owners a year ago.
I know.
You're talking about Carvalho winning Young Player of the Year.
When you're winning, everything's happy-go-lucky. When you're winning, you don't look at these things. But now, if we was to get top 4, it'll be the same thing. We'll just be helping their pockets. Their objective is similar. It's similar to Levy. They just want 4th. Their ambition now isn't.
But there's a difference. There's a difference because you guys sometimes go in and win trophies. You guys sometimes go in and win trophies.
If we're being real, Chelsea last season, I don't believe they won anything, right?
Nah.
Right, cool.
They lost the 2 finals. They lost the 2 finals, though.
They won
the
World Club Championship.
Your fall off this season is far worse than Chelsea's. Far worse.
Chelsea.
Because Chelsea went from last season winning nothing to this season potentially winning nothing, right? Liverpool won 2 trophies last season and were on to do a quad. If Liverpool get in the top 4, that is expectations. They've failed.
They've underachieved.
Okay, you failed massively, bro. Your whole thing.
That's what failing looks like.
You wanted to try and go again like you did last season. You failed in every competition.
No, I agree. I do agree because If we also get 4th, and then we would have a takeover, different ownership this summer, then I would be saying, you know what? At the time, it was a failure, but with more investment, we can then kick on and actually challenge again. But because FSG will remain, it is a failure because we're not going to do much more next season. We're not going to invest well. Klopp's talent ID is not the greatest, so it will be a failure. It will.
Every club that has a rough patch, they go on the owners. I didn't hear anybody talk about the owners when you were going for a quad last year. And we talked about this many times.
I'm more on Klopp than the
owners. Okay. Thank you. We cleared this up. Thank you. Because Klopp had 80 million euro striker. Klopp had a 50 million euro another striker in the January.
Yeah, but
and he
didn't
go for a
midfield. Noodles. He loves them more. He probably came from Benfica to the big red.
You spent 140 million on 2 forwards. Plus, in January, I just remember in January last year, you spent 80 on Luis Diaz, didn't you?
Yeah.
He's been
in.
So another thing.
It looks like
one other narrative I just want to talk on. There's been this narrative, right, and hold tight again. Sorry, Gooner Lee, but I've got to bring this up. But
Oh my God.
They were
You're
talking on
obsessed with
Haaland.
us, bro.
They were talking on Haaland, and he said, "I've got to give a shout out to Drifty because Drifty got it right when he said several months ago, like about November, that he would rather Nunes than Haaland.
Yeah, that was a weird comment.
Apart from the goals, what Nunes brings, right?
Very weird comment.
So then I pointed out, hold on a second, Nunes has got 3 assists this season. Haaland's got 5, right? So fuck the goals. Let's forget the goals because you don't want to do strikers getting goals. Liverpool fans wanted to compare Nunes and Haaland, but now it's goals don't matter no more. It's about the chaos and the stuff you bring for the club.
Unity,
cool.
I usually
Nunes
have your
got
back,
3
but this
assists,
time
Haaland's got 5, right? So then Lee's going, yeah, but Nunes is getting more touches. Come on, for fuck's sake. What are we doing here, yeah? Like,
I don't know if you noticed that when he was speaking, I was quiet. I didn't co-sign anything he said. I didn't agree.
I was
waiting for your ad-libs.
Brings more to the club. Well, he's not doing the assisting neither. So,
but back to what you were saying, Mo. Again,
do you reckon there's going to be any team that we talk about that Daps doesn't throw in a little city bomb? Like?
No, maybe not. I can.
Last 12 months, our fan base still won't accept this, but it is on Klopp because even this January, we could have got 2 midfielders for the 40-odd million we spent on Gakpo.
Yeah.
In the summer, he held out for Bellingham. That has put us in worse stead because we could have got another 2-3 midfielders that would have.
But where's Arta, bro? Hey, real talk. Where's Arta Mello, bro?
He played at under-21s game.
I swear to God, he was one of the best midfielders in the world when he played for Barcelona.
Wow. Hey,
somehow
he was never one of the best midfielders in the world. He was never one of them.
Somehow, yes, exactly. I think somehow this money laundering thing that happened between Juventus and Barcelona ruined this kid's career.
Bro, hold on. We can't.
He was never that good, bro. He was all right.
It was great. Arta,
Mo, this isn't fair. The sample size at Liverpool is not big enough. He hasn't played.
Or at Juventus. He played at Juventus like games, made mistakes. But anyway, Liverpool, I think if you don't make top 4, I think this is going to be... If Klopp doesn't leave, I don't think you're not going to...
That's the thing, Mo. He has to walk. We won't sack him. If he's to leave, he goes on his own accord.
Yeah.
And I love that. And I love that, Rob. That's fantastic news.
Like, they're in like a civil war because obviously some fans got that plane to fly over a few weeks ago or a few games ago where it was like FSG out, Klopp in. I really didn't understand that plane, by the way, because what do they mean Klopp in instead of FSG? Like, do you want Klopp to own the club? I don't know. But like you're saying Klopp out, but I think you're more realistic because I actually genuinely don't know how like Klopp gets away with so much now because.
But like Kendall, first league title in 30 years.
Yes, exactly.
Simple.
3 Champions League, 3 Champions League finals, 1 Champions League.
But fair enough. But then, like, look at like this season. It's like
it's all about the ambition.
I'm with you.
That's it. It's
all. I tried to warn Rums in the summer. I told him Klopp will never win a Premier League again.
If you've not had something for so long, the minute you get it, you're gonna treasure it. Now our sentiment kills our fan base because he won us all them things 3-4 years ago. They're like he can do no wrong. He is the Messiah.
And it should be that way. Give him his flowers, Robs. Yeah, keep him in the job. He's gonna leave on his terms, man. I love that. Proper Scousers, man. I love that.
Here, okay, guys. An hour 30 minutes. That was too long, but I liked it. I enjoyed it.
An hour 30 minutes. Congratulations for doing that up your team holding out.
Yeah. It's all right. Like,
I want you to replace Casmo as the host. You did a better job.
It's all right. Like, no hard feelings, of course. I'm just here asking the questions. We will ask the questions.
We've seen.
Which is all we're doing. But thanks everybody for being here. Still 330 people here, and we need the likes to go up. Hit that like button for us. It helps us massively. Thanks for everybody that tuned in with us, and thanks for all the guests here. Kendall, of course, happy Mother's Day. Roms, Danny, of course, and Conley from One Touch Football. Amazing watch-alongs and with his One Touch TV. Yeah. One Touch TV. Yes, sorry, my bad. All the guys in I think like channels in the description. Thank you so much, and thanks Daps for being here with us. Appreciate you guys, and hopefully tomorrow we got the Chronicles. I think at 5 in the afternoon is gonna be me and Ty, a little bit more chill, talk football, and just dissect the games before this international break. So bear with us. Thank you so much for everybody watching. Appreciate you guys, and appreciate everybody here, and hopefully we'll see you guys soon.
Again.